Hey, welcome to our Wednesday series of question answers. And today we are going to talk about the psychology of money. I have often spoken about money or business being the two aspects. One is strategy and second is psychology. And today the question that we have received majorly focuses on how the psychology of business, psychology of money plays such a huge role in making your business a success. So for the ones who have joined me for the first time, let me introduce myself. I'm Smitaa Nair and I work with passionate, ambitious women and I empower them to stand in their power and lead a meaningful and successful life. My work majorly involves working on the inner self, on the subconscious mind, rewiring their mind, recreating and retransforming their mental structure, their patterns and their associations. When I work with my clients, I completely change their perception about different aspects of life. It can be relationships, it can be money, it can be their own self, it can be confidence or anything that's required for them to create success in their life in a 360-degree aspect. So thank you so much for joining in. And now let me take the question for today, which describes and which will talk to you about the importance of psychology of money and the importance of psychology of business. So let's take the question. Alright. So the client, alright. So she says, she's asked me to keep her name as a secret, so I'm not taking the name again. So she says, hi Smita, I have a salon and a spa and I have recently raised the price of my product. And since then, there has been a decline in my bookings. I'm struggling with my bookings. Till then, I was doing really well and we suddenly went dark. Yeah, I'm back. Alright, cool, thanks. So, So she says that, she recently has increased her product pricing and since then she's been struggling with her bookings and she was doing well till then. She feels that the increased rates are justified and she doesn't want to compromise on the quality. And she says that she gives a very good quality and she feels it's justified. If she's going to lower the prices, she will have to lower the quality again. So is there any way or anything that I can do to attract the right clients who are willing to pay for the product and where I can give the quality that I want to give? And if I'm going to lower the quality, she says that I'll have to lower if I have to lower the price, I'll have to lower the quality, which she doesn't want to do. So she's asking if rising the price is a problem with not getting the bookings, or is there any other way that she can get the right clients to pay for a product? Thank you so much for this question, and this is such a commonly faced concern with entrepreneurs in their business. When you're running your business since a particular period of time, you're used to a particular amount or particular pricing that you have put for your product. And after that, when you revise your charges, you revise your products, every entrepreneur goes through this phase where they see a little dip, a little variations in their business and a little variations in their clientele. That's a very common experience that everyone goes through. Now, the thing is, there are two aspects, as I spoke about. There are two aspects of success. There are two aspects to your business. One is the strategy and another is the psychology. We're going to talk about the most important part, that's the psychology today. And we're going to have someone very special, a special guest who's going to speak to you about the psychology of business and money. Before that, I would like to take up the strategy first. And I would want you to wait because we're going to cover the psychology after we speak about the strategy. So let's do a reverse count. So let me first come to the strategy. Let me just take the question again. So as per her, she's saying that she's increased the pricing of the product. So I want to first know that how comfortable are you with the pricing of the product? And if you have, I'll go to the comfort part and your mind part later. And before that, coming to the strategy part, if you have raised your product pricing, how have you justified it to your clients? Like, if I'm charging X amount, how am I justifying that to my client of what is the reason that they should pay me this X amount for the service that I'm offering. You know, if you're running a salon and spa, I'm sure there are many salon and spa, and probably the service that you're given is being given by others as well. So if you have your edge over your competitors, what claims you as an expert in your business that they will pay you more than what your competitors are charging? You know, so you need to really justify, in the means you need to really claim your expertise there. You need to actually come out as an expert. So how are you going to be an expert in that field? Why will people come ahead and give you that extra whatever amount is there? So, you know, so it can come through different ways. Probably you need to go, you need to go live the way I'm going and speak about your work, speak about your product, speak about your knowledge and your expertise, which will get people to know that yes, you really are an expert and you probably have an edge over your competitors. You can do your YouTube videos, you have your a talk around your products or around the quality that you're offering by holding a workshop or different, finding out different platforms and explaining of what is the reason that you deserve to receive that price. You need to come out as an expert in that field. Yeah, I'm cutting down on the strategy part because there are again 2-3 parts of strategy, which I'll probably take up some other part, because today I want to talk about the psychology of your pricing, the psychology of your charges. And for that I'm going to call someone very special, a special guest who has never ever come with me on any of my live videos, but who has been there with me at every phase of my life. Today I am whatever is because of that one person, and today he's going to be here right with me speaking about the psychology of success. So, when I started my career as a, coach, as a counselor, as a therapist, as a healer, I started with as a therapist. So when at that point of time, my salary was just 7,000 rupees. I had a 3.5-year-old daughter to raise, and I was a single mom. And yes, I had major issues with my psychology of money, with my blueprint of money, and that had to be worked upon and changed. There is one person who constantly stood by me, transforming me, showing me more of me, discovering more of me, and helping me to transform and empower at each passing day. So he is my partner in life, he's my partner in business, and he is a gifted healer, and he does an in-depth research in the field of psychology, science, body, and he also works with his clients where he actually helps them to deal with major health issues, which, probably when allopathy has given up, he's got wonderful clients. And he is a person who reminds me at every growth in my life, at every area of my life, where I started from 7,000, today I'm earning almost 100 times more. So if I had to do that journey, there was someone who stood by me in this space, reminding me constantly about my patterns, my pricing, my products, my value, and who has got me to come here. So I thought there's no one better than him to speak about this particular aspect, because he's the one who will, whenever I hit my plateau, whenever I go through this phase that you're talking about, even I go through this, and whenever I go through this, there's that one person who's asking me, are you sure that, this is not something to do with your mind? Are you sure that your blueprint is not it? Are you sure that you need to not raise your thermostat? So let's hear from that person about what is this thermostat and what is that financial thermostat that he keeps talking about. Yeah, so let's welcome my partner in life and in business, Sachin Bengre, here with us on FB Live for the first time ever, and I'm super excited and thrilled about it. Sachin, please come.
Hi everyone, and I think my description lasted longer than the strategy part. I think you could have given a little more justice by
we can do the strategy the next time for sure, and I'm sure this person, he definitely deserves this description, and I probably didn't do justice to that description as well. I'm sure the ones who knows him, the ones who have interacted with him will agree to that completely.
Probably, so getting on to the aspect of psychology. Now there are two aspects to this, the psychology of money. The first part is, as Smitaa mentioned, when you are conscious, when you're not really confident, if at all, the money that you're charging, is it enough? Is it higher So the problem that happens is that the moment you are not very confident, but you're coming from a space of, you can say, I need to earn more, and it is not from a space of I need to give value to my customers, and you're charging a fair, you're doing a fair exchange. At that point of time, what happens is there are two parts of your mind. One is the conscious mind, and the other part is your subconscious mind. The conscious mind is something which you normally think. Everyone wants more money. Like, tell me one person who doesn't want more money. Like, for all the viewers who want more money, just hit a like. All of you, come on.
Yeah, give us a thumbs up if you want more money. Yeah, give us a thumbs up so that we know that you need more money. Or if you don't want more money, then probably this is not the video you should be watching.
Yeah, you should scroll by now.
Yeah.
Swipe up. So now, what I'm about to share is that at a subconscious level, people are scared. People are not ready for charging that amount of money. And what happens is that, when you are charging a particular amount of money, and you will like to talk about your product, you'll talk about your services, all of that. But then, the moment the client speaks about money, there might be a shift in your body language. There might be a variation in your tonality if you're speaking over the phone. So what happens is that your subconscious mind immediately kicks in. There's a fear that nags you somewhere deep inside. And as most of you would be knowing, 90% of our communication is all about the non-verbal communication, and that's where body language comes in. And the client might just like observe, and the client would be like, okay, he would listen you out, and he would be like, okay, this is something which is like maybe somewhere their subconscious will notice these particular subtle non-verbal communication, where they will notice the fear that is present in you. And the moment they notice the change in the body language, the change in the tonality, they will kind of somewhere get a disconnect, and their subconscious mind will tell them that there is a fear in this particular person, and it may be possible that this person is not delivering what this person is committing. The moment that happens, the client will withdraw, and the client might not give you the contract. Now this is the part wherein you need to be like really confident, and you need to work on your mindset, where you need to be like really sure. Now this is the first part which happens commonly with people. The second part that happens is that where you are really confident about your product, you know that you are probably undercharging or giving a fair value to your whatever you're selling, like the service or the product. Now here is where the concept of financial thermostat comes in. Now what happens in a financial thermostat? Like I'll give you like certain metaphors. I love like you can say weaving out stories and like using metaphors.
So Sachin is used to talk to clients. I'm sure Sachin, this might be a little uncomfortable thing for you to speak to the camera.
Yeah.
And there is no response coming back. So guys, let's make Sachin feel comfortable. Give him a response to what he's talking. Go ahead and ask your questions. Put your comments.
Yes, I would love
Speak
that.
to him. Ask him, because I know how much coaxing I needed to do to get him in front of this camera. So ask him the questions and get him to feel like he's talking to you. Go ahead and ask your doubts.
Ask, and like I'll be able to respond to all of your queries. So yes, now coming back to the financial thermostat. Now what happens is that you might have gone to any cold regions, and when you go to a cold regions, like you use a heater. Now the function of a heater is just to heat the room. It won't like switch on and switch off automatically. So the device which controls the heater is called as a thermostat. Like you will set a particular temperature, let's say like 17 degrees approximately. The moment you set it at 17 degrees, the thermostat, and switch on the heater, the thermostat will immediately get activated. It will sense what is the room temperature. If it is like maybe 2 or 3 degrees, it will immediately, you can say, switch on the heater. And what will happen?
Go ahead, Sachin.
Yeah. And what will happen is that the thermostat will switch on the heater, and the heater will get activated, and it will warm up the entire room. The moment it reaches 17 degrees, the thermostat will again figure out that it has reached the maximum limit, and it will immediately switch off the heater. Now what happens is, the moment the function of the thermostat is to ensure that it is working only until the maximum limit. Now what happens is that the moment each one of us has our own financial thermostat as well, and there are no exceptions, which means a person who is earning maybe 5 to 10,000 rupees has a financial thermostat, and someone who is probably the top 10 richest people, all of us have a financial thermostat. And what happens in the financial thermostat is the moment you when the month begins, for people who are salaried or all, it is very easy for you to calculate your financial thermostat. The average income that you've been earning in the last couple of years is your current financial thermostat. For the people who are selling services or business, these are the ones who are, you can say, you can take the average income of the last 3 years and you will figure out what your financial thermostat is. And based on that, you can calculate what the monthly thermostat is. Now what happens in a financial thermostat is that the moment you the month begins, you know that you haven't earned that particular amount based on your financial thermostat. And what happens is that your subconscious mind drives you to get more clients, to get more sales of your services, of your products. And then you keep getting clients, the orders start rolling in, and the moment you hit your financial thermostat, which is the average income that you've been earning on an approximately, the subconscious mind says this is enough. And what I described just a while ago about the psychology, wherein the subconscious mind takes over. So what happens with the subconscious mind is that the moment the financial thermostat kicks in, you will have a tendency to falter. You will have a tendency to, you can say, your body language will change, your tonality will change. These are certain aspects that unknowingly will happen in you, and it may bring, you can say, the clients might end up rejecting your orders. They won't give you any order for your service or product at all.
So you mean to say that when your financial thermostat is hit,
yes,
subconsciously, then it drives your actions in such a way that you start sabotaging your business. You start sabotaging the clients from coming to you, or even if they come, they'll not take up the order, or your products will not sell out, right? And this is so subconscious that what happens, I'll just add in here, that what happens, it's so subconscious that you're not aware. Clients come to us and say that I'm putting my 100%, but they feel they're putting their 100% because they're struggling and they're fighting. They feel it's their 100%, but it's not their 100%. It's actually their 40%. It's actually their 30%. And their mind subconsciously doesn't allow them to take actions.
Yes.
Doesn't allow them to see the opportunities that's coming their way. Doesn't allow them to talk in a way that they can actually get their clients in. This is all a subconscious pattern that happens, that the mind does to maintain the financial thermostat.
Yes,
yeah?
Absolutely. And you might also notice that you might end up reaching late to an important meeting where the client might give you a huge deal, or you might end up probably canceling the meeting as well. There'll be certain small little things happen, and you will prioritize everything over these meetings. And there are plenty of other theories as well, but because we are short of time, I won't be able to explain of the things, quote unquote, that happen. We feel that these things are happening to us. You'll say that, Sachin, I put in my best efforts. I reach there on time. I do all of the things, but still, certain things happen where the client cancels up the meeting. There's a theory of psychology for that as well. Everything is based on psychology when it comes to money. Trust me, I can vouch for that. Now, what happens is that the moment your financial thermostat is hit, there are only three possibilities that happen. Number one, like you have an average, like the ups and downs that keep happening throughout the month, and you earn that particular income. Second possibility that happens is that when you begin, there's probably hardly any kind of, you can say, sales that are happening, and by the end of the month, you suddenly see a spike, a huge spike in your income, and you end up earning what you have been earning over the last couple of months. The third possibility is that you earn a huge amount, you hit your financial thermostat, and then suddenly you kind of like lose out, and there's no business coming in at all. These are like three typical possibilities. And does it happen in a flat line? No, there are ups and downs, there are variations. And also for the ones who are self-employed and who are business, can everyone, like those who are self-employed and who are having a business, can everyone hit a like or whatever? Just respond, throw in comments, so that I would want to know how many people are self-employed and having their own business. Alright, so now all of these people, certain times you will notice that you're earning more than what normally, typically you've been earning. In these scenarios, what happens is that the next couple of months, you create a loss. Your subconscious mind creates a loss. And that's how your financial thermostat kicks in. Like if at all, there's a profit, there might be certain months which are in loss as well, and overall you have a tendency to earn exactly the same average amount that you've been earning. Now, many people ask, is it like what is the financial thermostat based on? It is based on several factors. One of them would be your self-worth, how much your subconscious mind, like you might say that everyone wants a Lamborghini, everyone wants a Ferrari, but people don't end up attracting or earning that amount of money. What is stopping you is this psychology of money, the subconscious patterns. You will feel that you deserve a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, but your subconscious, that is at a conscious level, but your subconscious mind does not believe that. And many people also end up asking that, like, how can I change something from at my subconscious level? Like, is it necessary that I have to get coached by someone? Is it necessary that I have to, you can say, get therapies or something done for changing my subconscious blueprint of money? No, it can happen spontaneously, like your experiences in life. The things that, a sudden shift in your mindset, something that someone might tell you, a very, you can say, critical event which will put you in a corner. All of these things can suddenly tweak your, you can say, the subconscious level, and the subconscious mind might suddenly change your financial thermostat to a higher level. Like certain times you see that there's a sudden jump in your income. That's where your financial thermostat has changed. But what you need to understand and what you need to think about is, are you looking at keeping it constant and waiting for some experience to happen, waiting for life to put you in a corner, and then would you want to take your business to your next level, your job, getting that promotion that you want, taking it to the next level? Or would you want to maybe get help from someone, coached by someone, and get the right changes in your financial thermostat done? So anyone who is like we have been working, Smitaa has been doing amazingly well with women entrepreneurs, and she has been coaching people to, like, you can say, change their financial thermostat, and she does it in a really marvelous way. Like, I've seen people who were on the verge of bankruptcy, and they were almost about to close down their business. They have started earning like extremely much more than what they have ever earned in their life. I've seen those things happening, and like she has been giving credit to me, but like I can definitely tell that she's like really amazing as well. Like I can go for an hour or two
No, we
about.
don't have that time.
So yeah, so the person who has asked this question, I would be requesting you send an email, and all of our viewers, everyone who is watching out this video, I would request you send us an email. We are here to like help you out to raise your financial thermostat, and it is not quite difficult, but it is quite simple, but you will have to put in effort, and the first effort that you need to put in is by sending us an email. Yes, your subconscious mind might have a high tendency to say like it'll create barriers. Do it later. We will. You can say.
I'll think over it.
I'll think over it. Yes, absolutely. That's like a very common thing.
I will read about it. I'll find my way out.
Yes, you might have a tendency to do all of these. So I would request right away, open your email account, send us an email. Write in
support@nomorexcusespro.com.
Yes.
Or you can put it in the comments below and we will get in touch with you.
And back to Smitaa again.
Thanks. Thank you, Sachin. So this is a very long topic, and Sachin definitely speaks to his clients for 2 hours at times about a topic and financial thermostats and stuff like that. But today, being here on the camera, the time is short and we can't really talk about it for hours together, though we would have loved to speak about it, and I'm loving sharing the camera with Sachin. So I could have really gone for hours talking about it as well.
Oh yeah.
But the time is short. However, let me come to 2 main points that he said, and which is so beautiful. One is, what are you giving in return for the price that you're offering? Don't just do a fair exchange. Deliver way more than what you're actually charging for, and that's what gives you that inner knowing of, boss, not just this, I can charge 10 times more than this, and I'm just charging this. I'm charging way lesser than I can actually price my product at. So give more value, give as much as you can give. Then your subconscious feels worthy about charging that amount, and there is no doubts and confusion about it, and that can be seen in your body language by your clients, and they get that. Second aspect is working on your financial thermostat. Like I know that from 7,000 to earning 50 times more, each block, each layer. I remember when I was earning 7,000, and the first time I was supposed to earn 25,000. The kind of efforts and struggle I had to put to get to that amount. So each time, each block that you overcome, you have to keep raising your thermostat. You have to keep working on it and keep changing it. So it's not like a one-time job that you did it and done. You have to keep working on it, and there are enough tools that empowers you to keep working on it constantly, on and on, each time you hit a particular block. Yeah, so thank you so much for all of you who've been there with us. If you want to know how can you raise your financial thermostat, write to us at support@nomorexcusespro.com. If you want us to work with you on your subconscious blocks and patterns where we can actually directly raise the financial thermostats, and as Sachin said, yes, I have had clients who were actually at the verge of closure. When he said that, it suddenly came to me, and their business was almost shutting down, and today they are earning the amount that they probably never earned before they came up to see us. So yes, we have had such clients, and we have seen major success stories, and which is very beautiful, and I'm thankful and grateful to the universe that I'm able to be a part of it, and we are contributing to lives. So yes, we have seen such stories. So if you want to become one of those stories, write to us at support@nomorexcusespro.com. You might get this deadly combination of Smitaa and Sachin working with you. And I will come back to you next Wednesday at 8 p.m. once again with a new question from a wonderful woman. So if this video has contributed, I would want you to go ahead and like this video, share it with that friend of yours who needs to hear about the financial thermostat, who you think is awesome at her work, who you think is doing fantastic with her business, but is still not earning the money that she actually should have been earning. Share this video with her, tag her in this video. If there are any questions which we have not been able to take up right now, put it in the comments below, or write at support@nomorexcusespro.com, and we will take it up and answer it for you right here live. So thank you so much for being there with us. We love to have you over, and this has been one of my most special videos out here with you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sachin, for being there.
And one important thing, one final announcement. Typically, like there's something which is like probably she's never expecting at all. There's a wonderful workshop that Smitaa is coming up with. Okay, and this is something that will just blow your financial thermostat out of the roof. Trust me. Like, I can actually, I'm vouching for it on Facebook. Okay, and I'm vouching for her workshop. Seriously, it's really amazing, and that will help your financial thermostat. And for the ones who have not been from the beginning of this entire video, who have no clue about what the financial thermostat is, I would request you at the end of this video, go back, listen to the whole thing, and then get an understanding of what the financial thermostat is. Because like we have been talking about it
for
really
quite
often.
long time. Yeah.
So you might not understand it. Like if you're watching it at the last couple of minutes, go through this entire video and then shoot her emails. Like bombard her with emails. Ask your friends to, you can say, like throw several inquiries, and see if you would want to choose to change your financial thermostat.
So I did not announce this because this workshop was for limited participants. We only have
My
10
bad.
participants. No, that's okay, but then fine, it's announced. It's 10 participants and we are really filling up fast. So in case, yes, if any of you would want to be a part of it, write to me at support@nomorexcusespro.com, because Sachin has shared about it. I will take up and we'll see how we can work out. Right now the workshop is scheduled for 14th and 15th July. So thank you so much for bringing that up. So thank you so much. Bye. Have a good evening and take some time and work on your own self. Spend some time with your own self and see where do you stand with your financial thermostat. Bye-bye.
Bye.